Alright, got a little project today on the 2023 Ranger XP 1000 Northstar Trail Boss. I'm going to attempt to tint the windows on it. So I've tinted in the past just on like say an old work truck or something. They're not perfect. I have done it, but never in a professional manner. Just always for myself, and it never turned out perfect. But I'm going to attempt this just for fun, I guess, and also to save a little bit of money. But anyway, I went to Walmart. They had ceramic window tint. I think it was like, say, $18 or $19 a roll. I can't remember exactly now, but I bought 3 rolls, and we'll see if we can do it with that. Plus, I bought the little kit, had the squeegee and stuff with it. Used to, I'd just use old credit cards and stuff like that, but afraid I'd go ahead and splurge a little bit extra and get the actual install kit they sell. So anyway, got that. Got 3 rolls of tint. Let's get to cut and see if we can't get this done. Now normally I would put the tint on the outside. This is the inside, but the inside and outside is exactly the same when it comes to the seal on these Rangers. I don't know if you can tell. They line up exactly all the way around. But anyway, there's this little tiny groove just outside of the seal here, and I think that'll be a good little cut mark for the tint. And then down here on the bottom, I'll probably leave it just a little bit long to go down inside behind this seal. In my mind, I think the glass will go down a little bit farther than this. I don't know. Can't hardly tell. It looks like it does by peeling it open. So basically just follow this outline here with my knife, and I'll cut, like I say, normally I cut from the outside, but I'm gonna cut this from the inside, and I'm gonna cut 2 of them. That way I'll have one for the passenger side as well, and then kind of the same thing on the back glass. And the outside of the machine's dirty and dusty, so this is blocking the wind for me because the wind is blowing. But I can cut it from the inside, and it's a little bit cleaner, so might save me some work. So anyway, I'm gonna cut a piece off of the tint just big enough to tape over this area, and then we'll cut with the knife, and then same with the other one. We'll just basically make 2 of them and see how they turn out. So let's get it. So here's the window tint that I got at Walmart. Got 20%. It says nano-ceramic, so I'm guessing it's ceramic tint. It says it blocks 100% damaging UV rays, blocks 85% of infrared light, some kind of heat guard, which I guess is the ceramic part. So yeah, let's get this cut and see if we can't get it on here. Now I'm pretty sure the outside of the roll is the protective film, so the window tint should be on the other side. So basically I'm going to be putting it like this from the inside. Again, normally I would cut this from the outside, but where the wind is so strong, I'm sure you can probably hear that in the camera, the door's blocking a lot of the wind for me. So we will put this up here and tape it up and cut it with scissors. That way we have a more manageable piece. Then we'll cut with the razor blade. And I'm no expert at this, so this is just the way I'm doing it. I'm sure there's a lot better way to do it, but this is what I'm doing. So got some masking tape. Just making sure this is long enough, and it is. And then I'll cut back here with a little, give myself a little bit of extra slack. before I start cutting this out on the window, I will make sure again that the outside of the roll is the actual protective layer, because we don't want to cut it backwards, which I guess in this case it would work on the other window, but yeah. Alright, so that's on there. I may just straighten the bottom edge up with this. I don't know. What I might can do is just pull this tint up to where I want. That way I can use the factory edge at the bottom and then go from there. That way it ain't as long in the bottom, because it has to go down behind the wiper seal and everything in there. So probably just move this up a little bit, see what that does for it. So basically what I did was, you can see the bottom edge of the tint is about halfway down this rubber seal on the bottom. So what that'll do is it won't have to go as far down in behind that wiper seal. So now we're just going to put some tape around the edges to hold this a little more secure, and then I'll go ahead and cut it. Now some, other people might mark this, stick it to the window, mark it better. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it on here, so cross your fingers. So now this front edge, there's plenty of slack here, and I can take this down better if I cut some of this excess off. So that's what we're going to do here. So now we can get in there and cut. Well, they don't even stick to that rubber. We might have to cut more of that off. Let's trim her some more. Now, yeah, that's better. So now it lays good and flat against the door, which is flat all the way around the inside here, really good. So might cut a little more off the top so it tapes down better too. Just only reason I'm doing that is I can get a much smoother cut out of it that way. That's starting to look pretty good. And I'm probably going a little overkill on this tape and stuff, but I really want to get it nice and straight. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I believe that'll work for our cut. The only problem is right here in this top corner, this is a little bit higher than over here. It's like a little step right there. But I think we can deal with that. So let's get to cutting. Alright, so I believe I'm going to start at the bottom and follow this edge. And then we got our little step. If you remember, we had that little groove, and that's what I'm going to follow all the way around. Hopefully get a good straight cut at the top. So we're going to start down here at the bottom. on my little groove. I want to say it's about right there. Nope. There it is. So I veered off course, but no problem. I went to the outside. Let's see if we can get back in our groove again. Yep, there we go. So far we're staying right in the groove, nice even cut. There we go. Now, like I say, I'm no expert and there's probably a way better way to do this, but this is what I've always done, but normally from the outside. But anyway, that's cut. Let's see how well it lines up. Now I'm going to squeegee this window off. That should be pretty good. Now, the tint isn't perfect, but it's pretty straight, so we're just going to go with it. Now I used 2 pieces of this tape to get this tint coming apart. Hopefully we cut it right and it's in the right position. What have I done here? This don't even line up. Did I cut it backwards? So I think I cut that one for the other side. Let's try to stick it over there. Alright, so yeah, I went ahead and apparently had decided to cut it for this side instead of the driver's side, so here we are. Now my cut isn't perfect, but I'll show you here in a minute. It's close enough for me. And I'll shape it up a little better. Yeah, that don't look too bad. And hopefully we can straighten that up a little bit. I'm kind of going back and forth with getting the bubbles out side to side. I push some of them down, but most of them are going to go side to side. Alright, top edge looks pretty good. I'm going to roll the window up. Now we'll take the rest of these bubbles out the bottom. So I was a little rushed on this one, and it's not perfectly clean, so you can see a few little specks behind it. But I'm okay with that. For the money saved, this will be worth it to me. Costco card. I want to make sure that tint's way down in there good, stuck good. Go over it one more time just to make sure with the squeegee. Still chasing out a few bubbles. There we go. Should be good enough. Let's take a look at the outside. So there's the outside with just one window done. I know it's hard to tell with the light reflecting, but there's the back. It's not done, and then here's the front. It's done. So yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty good. Now hopefully I don't cut the other one backwards, and let's cut the driver's side out now and get the backs done too. Here's a shot from the inside. Yeah, you can tell the difference, and that's just 20%. So you could go a lot darker if you wanted, but we just decided to do 20%. But you can see the difference in those two windows right there is pretty substantial. So I think that'll help a lot with you know, heating, well, cooling, not heating, I guess, but maybe, I doubt it. Anyway, should help with the cooling of the AC, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Now that window, it's all streaked up from me wiping it with the towel, but yeah, looks good. Let's get this driver's side done now. Okay, so I've checked this one like 5 times now, so hopefully we don't cut out 2 pieces for the passenger side. I've peeled this apart down here in this bottom corner, and the protective film is on the side facing the glass now. Should have done that a while ago, but I didn't. So now this will be wrapped, hopefully. So don't make the same mistake I did. I'll leave this in the video just so you can see and think about it when you do yours, because obviously I didn't think hard enough on it. So anyway, it worked out. The other one's on the other side, and it's good enough. So back to the razor knife. This is the little kit I bought from Walmart. Black Magic Tint on kit. The squeegee works really good. The razor blade works good enough. So let's cut this one the same way we did that other one, and hope that it cuts good and we get a good piece for this side. And my masking tape doesn't want to stick good here. There we go. All right, here we go. So we're following our little groove. Looking good so far. Probably just jinxed myself. Okay, so we hit our first little snag, but no biggie. We will come from this side and take care of that. Beautiful. All right, now we got us a piece of window tint. And I make this little mess up right here each time. I got the same one on the other one, so There we go, got that off of there. Now let's hope this one goes smoother than it did the first time. Again, not an expert, so do with this what you will. Okay. Kind of going the right way now. It looks pretty straight. Get this stuck down so it don't move too much on us. So you can see it still moves around a little bit if I need to, but it is stuck a lot better than it was, so we can slowly get it positioned the way we want. Now I'm gonna roll this up a little bit and see if we can't tuck these edges in. Good thing about these Rangers versus a car is these wiper seals pull out a lot easier to get this tucked down in here. A lot easier than a car. So we're kind of going the right direction here. Starting to look like something. There we go. So that's tucked in good. This edge looks pretty good. For me doing it anyway. Alright, now I got the top edge pretty good. It still needs a little once over probably, but I'm gonna roll the window up. And we will get the rest of this in place. So let's squeegee this out now. And you've already kind of seen me do it on the other side. And the back windows I will probably just do as a time lapse, but they are going to be probably just maybe even a little bit easier. It's two pieces on that back glass, so we'll see. I don't think it'll be too bad. Yeah, looks good. And the edge still looks good. There's no gaps anywhere. No big bubbles. A few little ones right there, but ain't nobody will notice. It's on the side by side, right? Got a little bubble trying to form right there. I don't think it'll be an issue though. Go back in with the Costco card. Get this down in here. And I'm sure they make actual squeegee for this, but heck, back in the day I was tinting windows with just an old credit card or something, so this right here's pretty good compared to what I was used to. Alright. So that looks good. I'll probably go over it again, just squeegee it over one more time. Probably the same with the other side, just to make sure there's no little bubbles that I'm missing. And we'll go on to the back. Like I said, we'll probably time lapse the back ones and just knock them out. If there's anything important, I'll show you, but I don't think that'll be too big of a deal, so let's get it. So I had enough left over from the front two windows to do one of the row up and down windows on the back door. So that's the back door right there. So I'm gonna throw this in time lapse and just get a few shots of me doing the back windows, and then we'll have to do the back glass. So I'll probably pull it out because it's the lock and ride. So we'll pull it out, take the hardware off, lay it down flat, and tint it. So probably a little bit easier that way. But yeah, let's hurry and knock these back ones out and get this done.
Have to do it from the inside?
We have to twist these things loose. So I've got mine loose. You go ahead and loosen yours, and I'm gonna stand right here and hold it.
Goes again?
Yeah.
Oh, yours ain't all the way down.
All right.
What's this right here?
Come on. That just keeps it from.
Oh.
Grab hold of it. Better slide it. Oh, there you go.
Oh. Well, that's too easy.
That's not too bad. Right, you want to get the door?
Yeah.
I'll hold this. Alright, so here's what we've ended up with. This is 20% Wal-mart window tint.
Nano-ceramic.
There you go, nano-ceramic. I didn't do the front windshield, but we did the back and all the sides. And you can see I didn't clean them all good, but yeah. I like the window tint a lot. I think it looks really good. I don't think we need to do the front window, really. I mean, maybe a strip, maybe eventually do it, I don't know. But right now, it looks really good with it. Or just the way it is, I mean. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. Now, obviously, this is not a professional window tinting job. There's scratches, there's wrinkles, there's bubbles. It's not perfect, but I think it looks really good. There's all the doors shut. You can see the front windshield still real clear. The sides aren't bad. I mean, you can see out pretty good, and they're not clean on the outside either, so hopefully it's not too bad in the dark. But yeah, I'm pleased with it. I think it turned out good. And I did have to use the third roll of window tint. I was going to try to get by with just 2, but I ended up using 3 rolls to get this done. So that's about 60 bucks, and then whatever the little kit was, I bought that just to try it out. So I think it was worth the money. It did help. The little squeegee was actually really nice, and then I'd use the credit card to kind of go around the edges and just make sure it was all good. But yeah, I think it turned out nice. I got a few other little projects in the works, so you'll see them in upcoming videos, but I wanted to get this one done, and turned out nice. I ain't gonna say it turned out better than I thought, because you know it's not that great, but it turned out good. The back window actually was the hardest one. I thought it would be easy because I could take it out and lay it down on the table, but turned out to be the one to give me the most trouble. I actually put a couple little creases in the tint. I don't know if you can see them on video or not, but yeah, and a little scratch up there I'm gonna have to touch up with some touch-up paint or a marker or something. But yeah, 60 bucks, I'll take it any day. All right, so let's get on to something else.